Hello there, YouTubers. This is the DIY Woodworker here with you again for another interesting session in the life and times of frustration. I say that simply because I wanted another fan to put out here in the garage. Well, the wife and I got up, we went out and we looked and looked and looked, and we bought a little small 18-inch plastic thing and brought it home and put it up and set it down on the floor as a floor mounting fan. And needless to say, I could blow harder than it did. So we took it back, and I went on over to my used to be, quote unquote, used to be favorite store, Lowe's, and we purchased another $140-something fan that I had bought before, the same thing. I figured, well, I'll go ahead and get another one just like it, and I'll have two of them. Reason I'm doing that is because one is too dang hot. That's the main reason, but the humidity is just crazy. And this fan's okay if I get it blowing right on me, but oftentimes I'm running around the work area here and I get out of the stream of the fan and it does me no good at all. So we went ahead and took the little plastic fan back, and which we had purchased at Home Depot, and got a refund on it. And then I went over to Lowe's and I went ahead and bought this fan. I was trying to economize. One of my viewers had said, you know, you really need to air condition your garage. I said, yeah, sure. Well, I looked into it, and you know, I don't want to spend $1,000 on air conditioning in my garage, or $900 or $800, even $700, and get a portable air conditioner. And by the time I rig up some way for the exhaust and all that, and run the extra power out here and everything that I need to run out, it was really cost prohibitive. So I bought this other fan just like the one I have over here running now. Brought it home. Wife on the way home said, you know, that box looks like it's been retaped. I said, well, maybe it came open, you know, in the store and they retaped it to keep, you know, shut it back up to keep all the contents in it. So I got home a little while ago, and well, I bought the fan yesterday. I had waited till a little while ago. I got out and opened the fan up. I was going to do it this morning, but it was storming and raining and carrying on, and so I didn't do anything till just a little bit ago. Got out and opened the box up, and as soon as I opened it up, I could tell it was a returned item because the packing inside wasn't there. All the styrofoam that came wrapped around it, there's one little old piece that was stuck back down in the corner of the box. All the plastic was not on it like it should have been packed when it comes new from the factory, and it was just kind of laid across the top. Well, I pulled it on out anyway and set it aside and got to looking, and I pulled the stand out, and down on the bottom of the stand where the 4 bolts go into the little round oval stand that it bolts to, those were all rusted around the boat hose. And I said, well, no big deal. All right, I'll forget that. And I got to looking for my hardware to assemble it, all the nuts and bolts and screws that you needed to put this thing together. Not a one anywhere. Boy, I tell you what, my old German temper just went through the roof. I boxed it all back up, flew back down to Lowe's, carried it in there. And I go to the service counter, and the young lady says, can I help you? And standing over talking to someone was the lady with across her back said service manager. I says, no, I really need to speak with the service manager. And they were yakking, and I finally said, excuse me, ma'am. I said, when y'all get through your conversation, I really need to speak with you. And I patiently stood there for well over 5 minutes while they talked about some friend who did something, I mean, it was just, I was about ready to have a connection fit. And she finally turned around and looked at me and says, can I help you? I said, well, I don't know. I says, I'd like to know why Lowe's sells returned items as new items. We don't do that, she said. I said, excuse me, I got a box here that I opened when I got home, and it was obviously a returned item because there's no hardware in it. All the packing in it is gone. There's rust on it. I says, don't tell me that you don't put stuff back on the shelf. I said, we don't do that. And I said, well, somebody did, didn't they? And the lady turned around and walked off. Oh, man. So the little girl at the counter says, would you like this back on your credit card or on cash back? I said, put it on my card. I said, and tell your store manager I see my lawn people showed up, or some lawn people showed up. I said, put it on my credit card and tell the store manager, I said, I need to talk to the store manager. Well, he's not here right now. She said, the lady you just talked to is the manager in charge right now. I said, well, a lot of good that did me. I said, well, you tell your store manager when he does return or she does return that they just lost a 30-plus year customer. And I will never, ever step foot in another Lowe's, period. Now, that ain't going to hurt nobody but me because I enjoy shopping at Lowe's. Don't get me wrong. But, buddy, we ain't going to do it no more. Hop in the car and drive on across the street over to the local yellow store and bought this monster of a thing. Now, to tell you the difference, I go in there. There's one box over there, and you look at the box is open, and you can tell the thing had been returned. It was thrown in there. The wiring wasn't tied up. The instruction manual was missing. There wasn't any parts with it. No hardware. And the guy walks up and says, "May I help you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'd like to get a discount on this used fan." "Oh, that's not used," he said. And I said, "Well, I beg to differ you." I said, "Well, look at it." I said, "It's been returned." And come on out of there. It's been returned because it's not packaged. And look at it. There's no parts with it. This thing was laying in there loose and not much of an instruction, man. I don't guess there's any hardware. It looks like it all snaps together. But anyhow, I says, "I'll take it if you give me a discount on it." He said, "Well, I don't know if they'll do that." He said, "But I'll go get you a new one." I said, "You will?" He said, "Yeah, just a minute." And he took off down the store. And in 2 or 3 minutes, and here he comes back with this box. He said, "Brand new, never been opened." He said, "But I'll see if they'll give you a discount on that used one." I said, "No, I'll take the new one, thank you. Take my chances with it." So here we are, my new cooling fan. From the looks of it, if I could read Spanish or French or whatever that is, ideal for garages, workshops, covered patios, and basements. So that ought to do. Tilts 180 degrees, rugged, pre-coated. It is a 24-inch versatile fan. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this thing together and hooking it up, and come back with you in a minute with a little bit more wonderful tidbits of information for you. I'll be back in a minute. Well, folks, there it is. I don't know how loud that's going to be when I use my microphone. I'll find out tonight when I upload this stuff. But boy, howdy, it moves air good. But the only bad thing about it, it doesn't have an off-on switch. You plug it in and it starts running. That's a surprise. I didn't know that when I bought it. But anyhow, I got it. I can always install a switch into it. I plug it into an outlet that I got this switched. But whew. So with that on the ground blowing and this other one over here, that other one right there blowing, I can't even feel this one anymore unless, of course, I put it on a higher speed. Maybe I can. This has got 3 speeds. This is a good fan here. I really like it. Too bad I can't buy it no more because I don't shop at Lowe's anymore. Well, that said, yesterday I guess it was, I started painting and got this cabinet partially painted. And as usual, I got a bit ahead of myself. I need to pull these rails out, and because I jacked around getting these things all level, I got multiple holes in there, so I've had to mark and identify where the holes that are in there now that I want to use, because I'm going to take the other ones and I'm going to fill them, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray paint inside here and go ahead and paint everything interior and exterior on this and get that done and taken care of. But decided to go ahead and do that. And on the drawers, what I'm planning on doing on the drawer, because I've got this nice colored plywood in here, I will probably seal all of this off here around this side where I screwed this on, seal that all off, and just do polyurethane on the inside of this. And then I'll take this back side and the front side there and just paint those and let that go for that. At least that's my plan for now. Plans are known to change, but today's been pretty much shot between the storms this morning and everything else that's happened today. Me running back and forth and roundabout to my ex-favorite store. Let's see, where am I here? See if that's me. Let's see how this comes out between the... Well, you still can't see my pretty face, can you? Well, there. Between the lawnmowers running and everything else that's going on, I think I'm going to stop with my filming. I do apologize to you guys. I'm not getting much done these days, but we'll get it back together here eventually. It's already 4:30ish in the afternoon after running in and out of town a couple of times and back and forth to my ex-favorite store, Lowe's. Jeez. I tell you, I'm a pistol. But my old German mother, I guess I got my German grandmother and my almost German mother, I inherited their quick temper, and so I've worked hard over the years to quell it and control it. When it flares up, it flares up. I just can't help myself. I apologize to you guys if you're watching expecting to see something today. When I do get back to working, I'll be removing the side rails inside there, drawer rails, filling up those extra holes with the wood putty, and then once that's dried, I will go ahead and spray paint the interior. I'm not going to worry about sanding it down. When I put the wood putty on, I'll just smooth it out the best I can. That's all going to be covered up by the side rails anyway, and we'll go from there. So for now, this is the DIY woodworker sitting here with my 90-mile-an-hour wind blowing. But it's a cooling wind with all the perspiration and all. It keeps me cool enough where I can work. I just hope it's not too much noise to override my microphone. We'll find out here shortly when I upload this video. I want to wish you all a good day. And remember, when all else goes wrong, remember God loves you. So have a good day. For now, this is DIY Woodworker. We'll talk to you again.